The children love no-nonsense number facts because it gives them time to talk about their maths. Our children love talking about their maths because children love sharing what they know. Okay, right then team, we are looking today at where people go on holiday. And what are we using to do it? A bar chart. And why are bar charts useful? Why are bar charts useful? Riley?
To help people display data in easily fashioned way.
Yeah, very good sentence. Nice, like that. This is a really nice opportunity for them to discuss number facts that they already know. It gives them the opportunity to explore number facts that maybe they're not too sure on as well. And that's what's really nice about it, is we have children asking things for clarification. We have children then explaining things, which develops their understanding. Okay, so what fraction then would Europe be?
45. Or it'd be 50%. Because if it's 45...
Prove it. Talk to these guys. Explain why.
Well,
why
if all of them, so say the whole of Europe is 90, then half 90 is 45, which is the number shown here on the bar chart. So that would maybe be half, which would be 50%, or 1/2 as a fraction.
It's children showing off what they know, and that's what children love doing, and it's what us as teachers love seeing, really, because it's the assessment opportunities are massive, because you are given those questions which really unpick actually what do these children really know, not what can they do, but what do they actually know about maths, which can help them work on these complex strategies. The resources provided by No Nonsense Number Facts helps children to develop their understanding of number facts, because the questions are very carefully chosen to explore basic concepts. The way that the questions are organised allows them to develop their understanding throughout the session. So it starts with a group exploring something, or with a pair exploring something. It then comes back together and we work together, and you can see the children gaining confidence in their number facts while they're doing it. And we tend to end with then a review of how we're using those number facts and little hooks that we can use to help us remember those number facts when we then need to apply it to further lessons. So it's that ability to progress throughout the session from why do we need number facts and which number facts are we using, to coming up almost with a strategy of how to use them. And that strategy is then something that we use further on in lessons, which helps them when we get into more complex situations. Looking at those fractions then, looking at those fractions that you think you've worked out, are there any that straight away you go, oh, I know what that is as a decimal? Are there any that straight away, because that's what we do in maths, we pick ones that we know, I know that for sure. Are there any that straight away you could tell me what the decimal is? Are there any that when you look at them you think, oh, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what that would be as a decimal. Talk in your pairs, talk in your pairs. And I think the questions that are provided in the no-nonsense number facts help to stimulate that discussion, and through that discussion of maths, that's where we develop our understanding and we clarify our understanding, and we can then push things on further. I think the key with No Nonsense Number Facts is in the planning of it, in the resourcing of it, is that it's straightforward. As teachers, we have loads to do, and there's always more things we are asked to be doing, and it always feels like your shelf is full of stuff. This is accessible and it's easy to do. It's easy to deliver because it's all there for you. The resources are there, but there's also that little bit of flexibility for you to put your own spin on it as a teacher, which I like. But as far as accessibility goes, it's all there for you. So you have the sessions, you have it throughout the week, and it develops, and the way that the maths develops throughout the week is logical. The children see that logic, and they'll often sort of say things like, oh, we did this yesterday, we're building on from yesterday. We did a session today where they referred to one that we did last week. But the key thing is it's there. It's no extra work, but the gains you get from using it as far as understanding go outweigh the 5 minutes it takes to sort out. No Nonsense Number Facts encourages talk because of the questioning. The structure of the questioning helps the children because it helps the teacher to know how to frame the understanding. It's a few key questions that are asked, but the emphasis is on the children doing and the children talking. Rather than the teacher teaching, it's about the children exploring what they know. We've found through resources like No Nonsense Number Facts that children have found their voice in their learning. They use that across the curriculum now. We've framed phrases like agreeing, disagreeing. We have an expectation in our school that they're using those phrases, but it means that we have quality talk. We have quality talk in maths, we have quality talk across the curriculum now. And it's helped because it's helped teachers to have those questions which have encouraged it. Because we found that the children don't actually need that much encouragement at all. So what do we think then? Who's got an idea? Who's got an idea? Jasmine.
Well, we first of all we looked at other because it was the smallest one, so we thought that would probably be about 1/15 of it, and then we looked at Europe, which is the biggest one, and we thought that would probably be 1/3 because there's 4 of them, and if you split them up equally, that would be 1/4, but they're not all equal, so we thought it'd be 1/3.
I disagree with Jasmine because I thought it was 1/2 because if you add the Cornwall, at home and other, it makes 45 and Europe's 45 altogether, so I thought it would be like a half.
We've had parents come in and say that their children are agreeing and disagreeing at home around the dinner table, which they weren't doing before. They're better at conversation because that's all it is really. It's just a conversation about learning. Okay, Jasmine, so tell me what you've got on your tell me what your statement would be.
I know that 1/3 as a decimal would be 0.33 recurring because 0.33 recurring times 3 equals 1/2, but it doesn't. And then 1/2 divided by 3.
You just couldn't let that go, Jasmine, could you?